Welcome back to Vibe Check. I'm here with the one and only, the world famous Kennedy Webb.
Hey guys. So excited to be back. It's been a while.
Man, it's like you don't know us anymore. You've been in those
I know.
CVS aisles. You know what I mean? It's
That
like you
is
don't
true.
know your people
I
anymore.
know, I know, I know. I've been grinding on my NIL.
Hey, I can't. I'm excited, and we're gonna break all that down. So I'm so excited to hear about your journeys, your travels, everything you've been doing.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So, all right, guys, in the chat, you know what? You guys got to show up, chat. Where are you guys pulling up from? Kennedy and I want to know, where are you watching this from? Drop it in the chats. We can't wait to hear from you guys. You guys make this whole thing possible. And speaking of which, you know what? I have to talk to you about this. You've been on a whirlwind tour, my friend.
I have. I've been to a lot of places recently. Yes.
And I feel like I mean, you're glistening right now. You look like you're glowing up, as they say.
Yeah, right, right. Yes. I think we've got some sun in Pullman and that's making all the difference.
Speaking of which, what's the weather like? Because I remember the last time we did a February show, you had text or put on like one of your DMs or so. I mean, I think your Instagram stories, and it was like a soccer field with snow on it.
Yes, yes. Well, actually, we just got snow a couple days ago. But right now it is beautiful outside. So that's classic Pullman for you.
We love
Always,
you, Pullman.
yeah.
Go Cougs. What is it? Is it like
Okay.
is what? How do you do it?
We
Do you
don't
guys
have like a we don't have
what?
a rule. I know. I know. We don't have like an official one.
So
So
it's March Madness. Of course, we have the Houston. The other aren't they Cougs too? Are there two Cougs?
we played who did we play? We played
Oh,
Georgetown Hoyas.
okay, so in the Final Four is the Houston. I believe they're the Cougars, and I think they're
Oh,
also the. Do they call themselves the Cougs? They do some
maybe
knuckle weird thing.
some weird thing, yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
We
chat, look
we
it up.
unfortunately don't have. Yeah, someone let us know.
Let us let us know. All right, we got to get into it. I have to talk to you. I feel like I've lived vicariously through you. You're on an epic run right now.
Yeah.
Would you call it an epic run?
I would. Spring semester has been awesome for me. Been loving it.
Got to start here. Got to talk about Tyler, the creator. And if you guys weren't watching the December, we did a holiday live stream. Remember that?
Mhm.
Christmas tree in the back.
Yep.
Your sister
Yep.
was on. Give your sister a shout out, by the way.
Kieran, I love you. If you're watching this, you better text me and say hi.
Kira pulled up. We had a great show. They actually did it from her bedroom. And one of your Christmas gifts were
Tyler, the Creator concert tickets,
in.
Kansas City, Missouri.
All right. So you guys did it. You guys went to Kansas City. You flew back home. All right.
Yes.
So you have to give it to us raw. Was it giving live performance or artsy chaos?
Oh, it was a really good concert. Like Kieran, I loved it, but I think Kieran like had the time of her life. Like was screaming all of the lyrics. Like we had a great time. There were lights and then like he did this cool thing where when he swapped between albums, he pretended like he was putting a record on and
Okay.
he would like talk to the fans. It was a really cool experience. So we had a really good time.
Was there any fun moments?
Fun moments? Ooh. Probably, well, we got there pretty early and we waited in the longest line to get merch before
Really?
the show. The longest line. We probably stood there for an hour and a half, maybe waiting to get things
What?
ready.
You guys are some real ones because
No,
you just have to mail it to me after about 45
right.
minutes.
So we get up to the front of the line, and then some people walk past us and tell us that there's been another merch stand that no one's been going to the whole time, that we could have just walked over. We went over, there were like maybe 10 people in front of us. And Kira and I were like, oh, oh
Ah.
no. But it's okay because we made it in there just in time and it was super fun.
All right. Was your sister louder than you?
Definitely louder than me. Definitely louder than me. I've told you this before, but Kieran is like a master at learning every single lyric to every single song. So like she had them on lock the whole time, screaming it. It's
And I
awesome.
love the pictures. Like, there's a picture of you and her. You guys took like these cinematic black and white photos.
Yeah.
I saw 'em on your Instagram, and I was like fist pumping in the air because I was like so excited for you guys.
Yes, it was so fun. I had such a good time.
So was it just the two of you? Did your parents roll up? Like, what was this like?
Yeah, so we took it as like a little weekend trip to Kansas City with our whole family. And in the daytime, we went and ate and went to shopping at different places. And then at night, we got ready for the concert. And my parents just dropped us off and they went out to dinner.
Wow. Oh,
They
and
had their own fun. And
shout out
then
to you got to give a shout out to your parents.
yeah, serious shout out to my parents because they got us that awesome concert and we had such a good weekend, the four of us. So it was
Dang,
awesome.
you think your parents are adopting? like like 6 foot tall black man. You know what I mean? Hey,
Yep.
I pack lightly. Like I can come and I know I can fit into one of y'all's spare rooms in y'all's
Right.
mansion over there. I saw, hey, for y'all that didn't go back and look at the live stream, you should see her room. She has like, do you guys have like an adjoining bathroom, like
Yeah.
Jack and Jill? But what are they
Yeah, Jack
called?
and Jill. Yep, you're right. We do. We do. It's perfect.
I have to have a little fun with you right now too because you were like so when we were doing that I was asking you what was it like growing up in that house and you're like
Yeah.
well you know like I had to share a bathroom with my sister. I was like okay, Miss Bougie.
Right? Yeah, it's definitely that was much better than my communal bathroom currently, so I can't hate.
I'm not hating. I thought it, man. You had me dying talking about sharing that bathroom. I love that, man. I was like, it took me back to my childhood days. That's why I
Right?
loved it so much. So all right, so Tyler the Creator, tell me what that performance was like. Did it feel like a Coachella or was it like somebody's dream journal?
It was, like, very much Coachella vibes. It had, like, crazy lighting going on, like, strobe lighting, and then, like, at the end, they had, like, rainbow lights all around the stadium. It was actually really pretty, but it was, like, really intense.
You know, it's so
Like
funny. I can literally see this as you're describing it.
yes, yes. Like, there's a picture on my Instagram of, like, the ending, and you can see, like, how the lighting looks. It's really cool.
All right, so be honest, did you scream when he walked out or did you try to stay cool?
Oh, we screamed when we walked out.
You're like,
We
Tyler.
screamed, yes. Yes, it was so cool. We're, like, jumping up and down.
Oh my gosh. Shout out to your parents. This might be the best gift. And I'm gonna tell you why, because they gave you an experience, right? Like
Yeah,
instead of some tchotchke, because you know,
right,
by this time of year, we've all kind of like been past those Christmas gifts.
right, exactly. Yes, they definitely gave us a memory.
All right, so you've been once. Would you go again? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Absolutely, I would go again. It was
All
so
right,
good.
y'all heard it. She's gonna be spending $15,000 to Coachella. I can't wait with that NIL money, you know?
Right? Yeah, seriously.
All right. Speaking of which, that's a great segue. Have to talk about NIL, right? You've had
Yeah,
some big moves. You have a new agent. We're going to talk about that. You have a
yeah,
CV. You have a big deal. I don't want to,
yeah,
we had you on Brand and Athlete. You did a coaching session, and like I've been watching you grow, and your
yeah.
content is like leveling up. Want to talk about all of that? What's been the biggest shift having an agent?
Having an agent has been so nice because it's kind of taken that the hard part off of my plate basically to where I can just worry about making content, posting content and doing my sport and being a student athlete and he is going out every single day and he'll tell me that he's emailed this person and that person. He's working on getting us different deals at local businesses and that was the part that was so hard within my
Yeah,
schedule to do because you're already juggling so many things.
yeah,
So finding the time to sit down and draft an email to 5 businesses every day was like a lot. So the fact that he's kind of taken that off my plate and I have kind of like a partner in it all is really nice.
And I'm gonna tell you why I love this. This is a life hack. You guys need to do this because when you're creating content, you need to find like these hacks. Some people may look at it, and of course, there's always like a financial aspect to it. Folks can go research on their own what that looks like. But I look at it like this: that is letting you do the best things that you do, freeing you up so that Kennedy can be Kennedy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I feel like it is so smart. And when I saw the announcement, man, I was so excited for you.
Yeah. It's very exciting.
You know what I mean? Because, like, right, like, let's just have an honest conversation. Creating content and
Mhm.
doing, okay, so let's go through all the things that Kennedy Webb's doing. All right.
Right?
So you're on the team,
Mhm.
you teach,
Yep.
you go to practice,
Yep.
you're like friend to everybody because I see all your social content.
Right?
Oh, yeah, and you go to school and you're a great student.
Right, exactly. Yes.
So
Juggling all of the responsibilities.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So this is a big time level up. I hope everybody listening, if you're in the NIL game or even if you're a content creator, this is a master plan. And I'm gonna tell you why also one more thing. Because you did it early in the process. You didn't wait till you're like a senior.
Right, right. It's so nice that I'm gonna be able to work with him for 4 years and
Yeah.
just it's very helpful for
You
me.
you have who's your life coach? It's like you have a life coach over there.
My life coach. Well, I would say my life coach is probably my parents, but
Well, so remember before, revert back to the adoption process that we were talking about.
right. I'll definitely put a good word in.
No, I'm kidding. All right. So CVS deal, how'd that come apart?
So actually, I got that through the post game app. So I don't know if you guys have heard of that. Anyone
Tell us about it.
watching?
Tell us about it.
But basically, post game is an NIL app where different brands can put deals up, and then athletes can make an account and then apply for these deals. So it just makes it easier to connect with brands, and
Yeah.
then from there they can select you and then give you instructions, and then you get paid through the app. So basically just streamlining everything, making it a lot easier for everyone involved.
So for everybody at home, this is awesome because you're in many places and you're putting yourself out there. All right.
Yeah.
So did you see it? You actively like walk us through it because we know sometimes in our head people say, "Oh, I know I can do it," but not everybody's executing like you are.
Oh yeah, like making the videos or like
Yeah.
actually doing it. Yeah, so I kind of what I like to do is look at what other people have posted to kind of see get
Hmm.
inspiration. How can I take something they've done and make it my own?
Yep.
Um, and then luckily for me, the week that that deal was due, because you always have a due date for
Yep.
these
Del-
videos, whatever, these posts, yes,
yep.
deliverables. Um, I was at home in Missouri and my sister was able to film for me. So that was very nice. Yes.
Shout out. I love
Yes,
that.
because sometimes it's hard, especially with being here in Pullman. Of course, my friends are happy to help, but we're all just as busy. So it's very hard to like get someone to take 30 minutes out of their day to like film you walking around CVS. It's kind of a lot to
Absolutely.
ask.
Absolutely.
But when Kieran and I were just hanging out at home, it was perfect. They drove up to CVS. I let her pick out a few things. Like we had a good time together. We made it a little trip. So
See, I love that. Kieran got something out of it,
yeah,
and you got something out of it. You guys had a great experience.
yeah,
Yeah, the content looks good. It was a great execution, and I really
yeah.
thought it delivered for you because it was like on brand. Like you did the CVS in like Kennedy Webb style.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Yeah, and that's gonna deliver the most for all of you guys. If you're getting out there and you're doing branded content, just make sure it's you and that it fits your style. So, gotta ask you about the rest of your social media content
Yeah,
because I've seen a level up. It's been like this.
right?
It's been like, and then we're not talking about just over the last 2 months. I mean, since like I would say maybe end of October.
Yeah.
What kind of content are you doing a lot of right now?
Well, right now, I like to do a lot of different kind of dance reels and skills that we're working on. We go to the student rec a lot. We
Okay,
perform.
okay.
We use like our little studio space on campus too, which is really nice. And it's nice because not only does it showcase what I can do, what I'm working on, but it
Yeah,
also gives I have a lot of young dancers following me, and it
Absolutely.
gives them ideas for things to work on and inspiration. So that's kind of been performing pretty well for me over this past year.
Yeah. And I think always delivering immense value. And it does because even personally, like when you're dancing, like I feel like I'm dancing. Like when you're doing those, what do they call when you spin?
Pirouettes.
Pirouettes. Like I'm like sometimes back here spinning, and you swear I was spinning.
Right, exactly.
So,
Yes.
and the other thing that I do, you really put your friends on. Like I see so much like you like bigging up like people who are signing with the team. I see
Yeah.
you like they're having major successes. And the reason why I love it is a lot of people on their social media channels, they're just like they're always looking like me, me, me. And you're like swishing and dishing.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I mean, I especially with my teammates, like they support me so much. And so I
Yeah.
love to be able to when they post a trick reel that's really good, or
Yeah.
a couple of my friends signed with my agent as well. Like I we're all celebrating each other's successes. So
Yeah.
I love sharing it.
Yeah, I love that. And I love the way that you're supporting each other. And I love it because it's a great way to also supplement your feed. So it's not
Yeah.
always because you and I have talked a lot about that, like having
Yeah.
light lifts, right? Because I
Right.
mean, you can only get Kieran to go to CVS so many times. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes, exactly.
All right. So how is the virtual coaching going? How did that come about?
Yeah. Well, actually, I kind of initiated that. I reached out there the studio that I'm partnering with doing it through. I've
Tell us,
seen them
tell us
on
about
social
that because
media.
people may have not have seen it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's with Company 12 Palm and Dance, and it's a studio in Ohio. But something that they're doing that's really cool is instead of just hiring teachers in Ohio that are
Yeah.
teaching there, they're hiring college kids from around the country at different schools, and
Smart.
they're taking them as like a virtual staff. Um, so that it's genius. They're taking kids and they're basically making it to where kids from their studio and other studios can just book online and they get a portion of the profit too. It's perfect. It like makes it all so much easier. And I just randomly they came up on my Instagram. I think they
Yeah.
might have liked something of mine. And I was like, "Oh, this is really smart." And so I reached out and I was like, "Hey, I don't know if you guys have any spots available, but I'd love to get into this, love to
Yeah.
start this." And they were like, "Yeah, absolutely." So really,
You,
really awesome
you,
opportunity.
your DM game is top notch. I put out
Yeah.
I put out a graphic and it was something like, you're just one DM away from your next NIL deal.
Yeah, I think that's so true. Like, I think being able to I think a lot of people just wait for things to fall into their lap, and I
Yeah.
think if you just ask, like, the worst they can say is no. So
Yeah.
I love to reach out and, like, be your own biggest advocate. I think that's, like, the best advice for all of this NIL and different deals and working other places. Yeah.
Yeah. And my grandmother used to say, a closed mouth don't get fed.
It does not. It does not. That is so true.
All right. So you guys went to a competition recently. What was it? Explain it to me like a child. And how did you guys do?
It was awesome. It was actually my first time traveling with my team, and that's usually something that's reserved for, like, our juniors and our seniors,
Yeah.
like, our vets on the team, but I got selected to go in a little group of 6 from my team, which is awesome.
Let's
It was in
go.
Vegas. Yes, it's a new tournament, the Crown Tournament.
And where
So,
was this?
in Vegas, Las Vegas, like, right on the Strip.
Okay. You know
Yeah.
what? Okay, here's the thing. Your feed is just crazy. She was in where were you? Where did you go for spring break?
Oh, I went to Cancun, Mexico.
This is
Yeah,
me not
it was
trying to
really fun.
I love it. Go ahead. So you guys are in Vegas. What
Mhm.
was that like? Not just the experience of the tournament. What was it like being in competition? And this is where like the NBA plays, the summer league. Like
Yeah.
we're talking about bright lights.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was such a good experience, and we got, we it was at MGM, so we got to stay at a really nice
Oh
hotel.
my gosh.
Yeah, and we got, like, all ready. It was so fun, like, big arena, big crowd.
Yeah.
It was super cool to be, like, compete like, it was, like we were so into the game because it was like really serious.
That's
Like it
like
was
it's hosted like some of the biggest boxing and UCF matches in
yeah.
like history.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Were you like pinching yourself?
Yeah, yes, it did. It felt like surreal being there, like representing my team. It was awesome.
All right, so who showed up wearing glitter and no uniform? Like talk to me about that. Like did you guys have any faux pas, any like did anybody, because if you've traveled on team trips, people
Yeah.
forget things. This is what I'm going with it as a D1 athlete. You
Yes.
know this.
Yes, actually, I mean, my team is very put together. I don't know if it's just a dancer thing or what, but we had like our little packing list ahead of time, and like I even called one of my friends. She was at her apartment. We're like packing together. Like, did you
Yeah.
bring this? Did you bring this? So actually, it went pretty smoothly from that perspective, which is
See,
great. So
this
it
is why
was good.
Kennedy and I are friends, because you don't throw people under the bus. Because you know I'd be telling it. Because I just can't wait to tell. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Well, and also I will say, like, normally we would have our whole team, which I think was 21 this year, but we had
Wow.
6 of
Gotcha.
us. So less people, less risk there, but yeah, it was good.
Any moments that stand out for you?
Ooh. After the game, so we lost, which is so sad. But after the game, our coach took us out to dinner and like paid for our whole dinner for us and cheer. So
Wow.
it was really fun. Like it was a good bonding experience. We were sad, but it was good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, if you guys are watching this, pull up. Some of you guys may not have heard it. It's called Ballin' by Jim Jones. It's an old school track. It's like it's about living the baller life. Your coach is balling, man. That's a move. That's a flex.
Yeah. Yes, for sure.
Or it also makes me think of that song, No Flex Zone, No Flex
Yeah.
Zone.
Yes.
Anyway, they're not going to let us host too many of these if we keep having this much fun. Got to talk to you. I love talking to you about things going on. One of the things that happened, and I immediately thought of you because of your journey at NIL
Yeah.
and Notre Dame. We got to talk about it.
Yeah.
Olivia Miles, she said nah to the WNBA and hit the transfer portal.
Yeah.
What's your take?
I mean, we have had a crazy experience with the transfer portal here at WSU.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what to think. We lost a ton of football players, and we had a
Wow.
ton transfer in. We were losing basketball players on men's and women's. It's crazy. Like I've never seen the transfer portal like this before. Like this is just, I mean, crazy, crazy work. And I think NIL has so much to do with it. We were talking
Yeah.
about it the other day that it's not just necessarily transferring for more playing time, it's like transferring for exposure, a lot of
Oh, yeah.
them for, trying to get these deals and making more money. Yeah,
Yeah. No,
it's crazy.
absolutely. And if
Yeah.
I'm a big WNBA fan, but if you're the WNBA, you took a L, y'all. She said, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and get
Yeah,
this paper over here as a maybe projected top 5 position in
right.
a NIL.
Yeah.
Mm.
NIL's crazy right now. Yeah.
All right. Do you think NIL is more powerful than going to the pros?
Oh, that's such a good question. I mean, I just recently talked about this a little bit on my own page. We talked about like the difference between pay to play versus NIL.
Yeah.
I think for professionals, it's definitely nice that you
Yeah.
have like a solid income there.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
something that we don't get here at WSU or any other schools. But I also think that NIL gives you like a different kind of freedom too. Like whereas like rather than just being based on your performance, your athletic
Yeah.
performance, you can also throw in there your social media presence, stuff like that. Like I think it can kind of level the playing field in a way too. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a hard one.
Man, I'm an interpreter here. Olivia was like, you know what? That WNBA contract, it's over here looking like lunch money.
Right.
Give me the
Right. Not too
NIL.
much. Right. Yes.
All right, y'all, don't cancel me. I love the WNBA. I got a hoodie in the closet over there. Y'all know I love
Yeah.
it. See, I should be more like you and less like throwing people under the bus. All right, so I have to ask you about this. You've been doing this. You're a freshman. Talk to me about your timeline. And before you do that, I have to ask you a question because you're in the perfect zone right now. We know part of college is dating, it's life, it's everything. If you meet a guy, are you FaceTiming him the first time after he calls you from getting the phone number?
No, absolutely not.
What? What? Why not? Is that
Jay,
unreasonable?
Jay, I'm busy. I'm booked busy.
I'm sorry. She hit him with the call my NIL agent.
Yeah, I've got lots to do. Yeah.
You know what? I had a bunch of responses, but you know what? You just checked all of them, so I'm just gonna let you slide on that one.
Thanks.
All right,
That did
but
it for you.
it's definitely a thing. So I forgot to ask you though, is that a red flag or green flag?
I don't know. I guess green flag. I mean, talking on the phone, maybe that's better than texting. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, from talking to you, I'm thinking that FaceTiming the first time that's a violation if someone wants to do it. That's you've
Well,
changed my mind, Kennedy.
ooh.
All
Sorry.
right, so we have to talk about it. Um, Let me ask you this: soft launching guys, because we have to talk about these things. You're in college, like you are
Yeah,
a college woman right now, y'all.
I am. I
All
am.
right. So one of the questions I have to ask everybody in college is social media killing dating generically, not for you personally. Do you think it's
Mm.
killing dating right now?
No, I think that it definitely has changed it a lot to where there's not necessarily as much in person. There's a lot of like texting, calling, over Snapchat, whatever,
Yeah.
which is great. And I think it's nice, especially for people like us who are busy. We can't always do stuff like that. But at the same time, like I don't I have not heard of my friends going on like in-person dates recently.
What? What kind of
So
dates? What kind of dates are your friends been going on? Who are your friends after that?
I
What
I
kind
just
of
think
dates y'all going on, Kennedy?
none.
Not you.
I'm
I mean,
telling you.
just like your friends, because I don't, I don't want anybody mad at Kennedy and
I'm
I.
telling you.
Like, don't use names. Just give examples. It's like like what was that New York crime show? Like ripped from the headlines.
Oh gosh, I don't
You
know.
know. So anyway, so what kind of dates are people going on?
I would say we have like a going out sort of scene here, which is it's fun. Like we'll
What
have
does it
one.
look like? See, you're being vague right now.
Yeah. Well, basically it's like sometimes like different uh teams, different sports teams will like host a party. And it's
Oh,
kind of more like that where it's like you go and you're with a bunch of people and you're all friends and then maybe you meet someone there. But yeah, it's very
this
different.
sounds complicated to me. Hey, it's a movie title. It's complicated. Okay, okay. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, I love it. All right, we're running short of time, but we got to ask you about this. Okay, this is a wild one. Bishop Marvin Sapp. I don't know if you saw it. You
No.
know, the song "Never Would Have Made It." All right, so he locked the church doors and said, "Close the doors. Close the doors until they get the 40,000." What's your
Oh,
take on that?
oh my goodness. Wait. What? I have not heard
Yeah.
about
Have
this.
you ever heard the song? It's a famous gospel
How is
song.
it?
It's
No.
never would have made it. Girl, where you go to church? Okay, so we're both from St. Louis. Give me your daddy and mama's number. Give me their number. All right, so it's a song. It's a very popular gospel song. All kidding aside, never would have made. So he's like very popular, and so there's this viral clip. It even made it to TMZ, and he was like ushers, and he was very aggressive with it. Lock the
Yeah.
door, lock the doors. He was like, until we get 40,000, he was like, this. If everybody gives $1,000 a piece, he was like, y'all are going anywhere but to the restaurant until we get this money.
Oh my g
So,
oh my goodness.
what's your honest first reaction?
That's crazy. $1,000 a piece. Oh my gosh. Whew, I do not have that.
What's your reaction if you go to church and they're saying we're not leaving and they're locking the doors? He's like this, lock the doors. He's serious. Lock the doors.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what I would do. I
See,
don't know what. Oh my
I,
gosh.
I'm low key offended, right? Because no one
Yeah,
said he said, give what you can. Nobody said
yeah.
like a dollar amount. I mean,
Right, right.
I don't know about you. I grew up in church. You do
You do the
the
hat and
plate the plate
yeah,
was coming around, right? The plate
yeah.
was coming around. It might go around 2 or 3 times, but $1,000,
Right. $1,000 is crazy.
man, that's one of Kennedy's spring break trips. All right, gotta ask you. It's a great show, great catch up with you. Where can people find you, and what platforms can people connect with you on?
Yeah. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Kennedy Brielle Webb.
All right. I love it, man. I love what you're doing. And for everybody who is out there and they're doing something, I love asking you your motivation because every time I talk to you, it's usually based on what you're going through or your journey in that season of life. What's your
Yeah.
motivation today?
Right now, it's kind of like I briefly touched on it earlier, but right now it's about being my own biggest advocate. And I
Yeah.
think that's my biggest piece of advice to anyone with NIL, with their sport, with anything in life, is that rather than waiting for things to come to you, go out, go for those goals, make things happen for yourself, reach out, make connections. It's the best thing you can do.
I love it. Yours is so practical. It's so
Yeah.
doable. Hey, you know what? Your next thing shouldn't be the coach of virtue. It should be like life coaching. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Totally.
I love that. And I guess my message is, like like listen, like if you stop thinking that you're behind, like you're not late, you're not early either. You know what? Don't quit because you're right where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's this urge to like blow up in a week, but stay consistent in the time that you're in. Just lock in and enjoy the journey. I think on this show, like between you and I, we went from a show in 72 hours to adding a logo and graphics. And
Yeah.
like it's been like this snowball effect. So that's my thought for this week.
Yeah. I love it.
All right, so Kennedy, as always, we're going to let you take us to the house, share any notes, and then before I also have to ask you this, how are you feeling overall coming up to the last, however long you have in this year, and then take us to the house?
Yeah. I mean, it has been a great year for me. You've been here the whole year, essentially, since like the beginning, which is so awesome. But it's been a great year, such a year of growth for me and learning how to adult and live on my own and growing in my sport, growing in NIL. I feel like I have nothing but gratitude and pride from this season, this school year. So it's been really awesome. And I appreciate everyone joining in, listening to us yap. It's always so fun to be
Professional
on the show.
yappers.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. But I hope you join us next time and thanks for watching.
See ya.